starts the year at UNLV and has won with a class and style that has followed him through all his stops. And his starting lineup, there's a nice blend of experience. Although this is still a fairly young team, only 2 seniors in UNLV who are role players. So they've got basically everybody coming back as we take a look at Blaine Fowler's blueprints today.
Well, San Diego State must crash the glass, especially on the offensive end. Second chance opportunities, and then handle the pressure of this UNLV guard line. They get out and they get up in your face and try to take it away from you. And for UNLV, get some points off our turnovers. They need to turn San Diego State over and get some home runs on the other end, and then limit those Aztec second chances. They better clean that defensive glass.
All right, let's look at Fowler's choice. The 2 standouts to watch.
We'll watch Kawhi Leonard. Billy White was huge last night, but Kawhi Leonard, a great rebounder, a great scorer. We'll be watching him tonight. And Trayvon Willis. He is the focal point of everything UNLV does offensively.
We have a terrific officiating crew here. 2 of the national veterans, David Hall and Vern Harris. Eric Curry working his first Mountain West championship game, the 3rd member of the crew. These teams split their regular season meetings. Last year, San Diego State won all 3 from UNLV, and the 3rd one here in the Mountain West Conference tournament may have knocked UNLV out of March Madness.
And year after year, these are the 2 most athletic teams in the Mountain West Conference, and this year is no exception. This San Diego State team is also very long. That front line of Malcolm Thomas, Kawhi Leonard, and Billy White is as long and athletic as any team in the country this season.
So UNLV wearing their home white, San Diego State in the black jerseys. How much do these teams have in the tank? That'll be a question to watch as well after an incredibly charged Friday night of semifinal basketball. Anthony Marshall played a lot of minutes as this year has gone on as a freshman from Las Vegas. Chase Standback and Kawhi Leonard clears San Diego State. Both of these teams, another factor to watch, who knocks down shots early. UNLV on their home court, when they knock shots down early, Blaine can be unstoppable.
They love to come out of the locker room and jump on you here in this building.
Last night, San Diego State had its best shooting game of the year against New Mexico. They were 10 of 16 from the 3 line. DJ Gay hitting Thomas at the foul line. Has to make his move, and the shot spiked away by Standback, and that'll be a shot clock violation. UNLV ball.
Shot clock violation. Possession to UNLV.
Now, San Diego State, it is fascinating, Blaine. I went on this morning and checked every RPI site you can. There's a whole bunch of them out there. San Diego State has a much higher RPI than UNLV in every one you see. And the big reason, I think, is those road wins at the bottom. They have 8 true road wins this year.
Well, and you were mentioning to me that pretty much in the mid-20s in terms of RPI. Is that where they were?
San Diego State is in the 20s in virtually every one of the simulators that you can find. Darius Santee missing. And cleared by DJ Gay. The Ironman point for San Diego State played all 40 minutes last night. And probably in Steve Fisher's mind going to do the same today.
And you mentioned San Diego State shooting yesterday. UNLV shot the ball extremely well too.
But so far, cold. Belfield sets up Standback. Oscar Belfield, the point for UNLV. He's been bothered a little bit by some knee tendonitis second half of the year, so this is the kind of day where you watch that. Three games in 3 days. Trayvon Willis in and out. Well, a lot of teams zone UNLV for that reason, to make them make shots.
Well, and they made threes last night. Standback and Trayvon Willis both knocked down threes to start that game.
Nice catch by Leonard inside, but that wouldn't have counted anyway. There'll be a foul on Trayvon Willis.
Watch the help defense. UNLV does a great job. This is 6'8" Chase Standback coming over from the weak side to help and knocking that shot away. Help defense so important for both of these teams.
For both these teams, Missing some key people today. Derek Jasper started for UNLV the first half of the year. He hasn't played since late January because of a knee problem. Tim Shelton, a key reserve forward, out for the year for San Diego State. Tyrone Shelley hasn't played much. San Diego State, no reset here. Kelvin Davis, still nobody can put it down. And San Diego State's Billy White wins the loose ball fight. Davis spins in the lane, doesn't get a bounce. Lids on the basket in the first 3 minutes.
And they're battling for rebounds in here. San Diego State, we talked about one of the keys being getting to the offensive glass. They had a couple of offensive boards there, and when Anthony Marshall finally gets the defensive glass, he's fouled.
One advantage for UNLV in this game, they're deeper. They still have 10 guys that Lon Kruger will play. San Diego State is about 6.5 right now. As Belfield's drive, he got right to the rim and left it short. And a pop by Malcolm Thomas. 3.5 minutes without a point.
And a lot of making jump shots has to do with your legs. If you got good legs, you get that lift, the normal lift that you're used to in a game, and you may have some dead legs out there.
Willis with a miss. He's a guy to watch as well. Willis rolled an ankle late last night. Michael Lloyd at BYU put a shake and bake on him that was significant. Billy White with a miss. 4 minutes. And the teams combined 0 for 12. But now Kelvin Davis should end that streak.
Nice step basket, Kelvin Davis.
It takes a dunk to finally open up the rim in this game. My heavens, these teams have struggled to shoot the ball. And, I do think there's some fatigue setting in 3 nights in a row. And those games yesterday were intense. And battles for both of these teams.
Nice catch, Santee fouled, and he'll get to the line when we come back. Finally, the steal, the breakaway dunk for Kelvin Davis. Gets the first points of the Conoco Mountain West Men's Championship Final. Championship Saturday continuing on Versus from Las Vegas, and it's 23 hours now before the suspense ends and the field is announced. Blaine, you got some ideas?
Yeah, you talk about surprises. Syracuse, K-State, New Mexico not even ranked in the preseason poll. Syracuse a possible 1 seed. K-State could be a 2, and New Mexico could be a 3. What a great year for those 3 teams. The West Coast Conference and the Mountain West may end up with 6 tournament bids combined, and the Pac-10 may only get Cal and Washington in the NCAA tournament. And then, boy, it's tough to be a 1 or a 2 seed this year. In the Big East, the Syracuse and Villanova went down. In this tournament, you had BYU and New Mexico go down, and grandmama in the house with Coach Tark.
Pretty constant presence. They've had a lot of the games here at UNLV during the season. His number hangs from the Raptors here as UNLV's first point of the game comes from senior Darius Santee at the foul line. Now the Mountain West has never had 4 men's teams make the tournament in any one year. And you listen to all of the projections, especially after last